Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Top Women's channel. And if you made it up to this point, you are a saint. I hope you've hit the subscribe button already and hit the like button on all the videos. But we've made it up to this point. Wrestler of the Year, as voted on by yours truly, Tyler Williams. I have narrowed it down to 5 wrestlers in this category rather than 3. And if you guys have not watched any or listened to any of the other categories, make sure you guys go to the link in the description box, which leads you to the playlist to watch all the other videos. Now we come down to this moment. Wrestler of the Year. 5 men in this category. I'm going to go down the list real quick. We have Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, Kazuchika Okada, and Roman Reigns. I know, a lot of you have rolled your eyes when I said Roman Reigns, as did I. But I cannot deny that Roman Reigns has had a pretty good year. And not since I'm talking about him, let's start off with Roman Reigns. Let me get this straight. I don't really like Roman Reigns that much. I don't hate Roman Reigns. I mean, if you want to look at me hate Roman Reigns, go back to 2015. You'll find a true Roman Reigns hater right there. But I've learned to, come to warm to him. However, to say that he has not had a good year would be a lie. He started off in the Royal Rumble match, entering at number 30, and WWE kind of screwed him there. He entered at number 30, was the final 2 in the Royal Rumble. He then went on to WrestleMania, where he defeated The Undertaker, which, mind you, as much as everyone, including me, hates it, it is one of the biggest moments of his entire career, is beating The Undertaker. So, that's one thing to go off of. After beating The Undertaker, he kind of withered a little bit downwards in terms of momentum, but he did manage to stay in the main event the whole entire time. Without winning a title, he did manage to stay in the main storyline with Braun Strowman, helping elevate him, and Braun helped elevate Roman Reigns in the same way. Without that feud, Roman Reigns would be in a very bad place in 2017. Same for Braun Strowman. So after the feud Braun Strowman was done, he then started to enter in the mix with Brock Lesnar with that SummerSlam match. And after he lost that, he then got reunited with the Shield for a bit. Still is reunited with the Shield. Ended up winning the Intercontinental Championship. And that kind of was Roman Reigns' year in a nutshell. So he had a pretty good year in my opinion. I would say so. Next up would be Cody Rhodes, who won Breakout Star of the Year. Once again, I already kind of hashed his year in a nutshell. But I'll do a little quick rehashing of it. I believe he left WWE in the beginning of 2017 or towards the end of 2016. And from there, he went to Ring of Honor. He tore it up on Indies first. Went to Ring of Honor. Really took over the Bullet Club. Took it away from Adam Cole. Became the leader of the Bullet Club, with Marty Scurll and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And whoever the hell the other blind guy is. Became the Ring of Honor champion, introduced a little Ring of Honor, and introduced a new Ring of Honor championship, and basically became the guy in Ring of Honor. And that is quite, might I say, quite an honor. I know, I'm so funny, right? I need to open up go to Gotham in New York. Honestly and truly, I really need to go to the comic club. Subside that, I believe Cody Rhodes did have a pretty great 2017. And next up would be Kenny Omega, who, like I said, entered that feud with Kazuchika Okada in the very beginning of the year. Had that great match at Wrestle Kingdom 11. Went into the G1 Climax. Had great matches there, which led him to facing Tetsuya Naito in the finals of the G1 Climax, having a awesome match with Tetsuya Naito. He did lose, though. Tetsuya Naito won and is going to be facing Kazuchika at Wrestle Kingdom 11. But aside the fact, Kenny Omega did face Kazuchika a second time. Lost. Was an amazing match again. Faced him a third time. Won this time. Was a great match. He then became the first ever IWGP United States Championship. So he's representing the United States in Japan, ironically. He basically is the face of the American market up in Japan, in the East. And he's part of the Bullet Club, and he's been having great matches almost all year. So, Kenny Omega, great 2017 as well. move on to AJ Styles, a man, while I think that he had a better 2016, has had a pretty good 2017 as well. Started the year off as WWE Champion, had a feud with Shane McMahon. After that feud, I believe he entered a feud with Kevin Owens, which was good in the beginning. It kind of got a little stale towards the end with all the title changes and whatnot. He did become a two-time U.S. champion, good on his end. He tore it up on SmackDown. That guy basically carried SmackDown on its back, like he did more so last year than this year. But he basically carried SmackDown. He sadly had to enter in a feud with Jinder Mahal, where he won the title, thank God. He also faced Brock Lesnar, in which I will say is the best Brock Lesnar match I have seen since 2012. He was able to carry Brock Lesnar to a really good match. He was able to carry Jinder Mahal to a really good match. He can carry anyone to a good match. Why? Because he's AJ Styles and he's the best wrestler in the freaking world. So, yeah. AJ Styles, great 2017. And last but not least, Kazuchika Okada. Started off the year as IWGP Champion and ended the year as IWGP Champion. But to be more specific, he started off the year feuding with Kenny Omega. I'm not going to rehash this for a third time. You guys know how that timeline went. But he literally kicked ass the entire year. Great match after great match after. He did not have a single dud the entire year. I don't know how this guy went the entire year, did not hurt himself, and managed to have great matches all year round, but he did. Kazuchika Okada is the true workhorse of New Japan, and I could see why they are really backing this guy as their guy. So let's do process of elimination real quick, even though I feel like you guys kind of know from how I touted some of these guys out, you could kind of figure out who I'm going to say. But let's do process of elimination real quick. First guy out is going to be Roman Reigns. I feel like everyone else has accomplished more than him this year, so he's out. Second guy out is going to be Cody Rhodes, who, while he is the face of Ring of Honor, he really did not have like great. I can't really think of a great Cody Rhodes match this year, if that makes sense. Like, honestly, out of all the wrestlers, I feel like all the wrestlers on his list, I feel like he kind of is the least talented, and that is kind of a thing, because for the longest time I used to talk about how bad Roman Reigns is, and now here I am saying that he's a better wrestler than Cody Rhodes. But nonetheless, I really can't think of a great Cody Rhodes match this year. But I could think of a great Roman Reigns match this year, so I would take Cody Rhodes out. Which leaves it down to AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, and Kazuchika Okada. The next guy I would take out of there is AJ Styles. He carried SmackDown Live, but the thing that derailed him is that he entered into a feud with Kevin Owens that went on for a long time, and the matches, while they were good, they weren't that good. They were much better than they could be. He had to enter a feud with Jinder Mahal that no one really wanted to see, other than him taking the title off of Jinder. And there was a period of time where AJ really wasn't doing much on the roster, and he was kind of lingering. So that's also something, which leads us to the last two, Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. And it is hella hard choosing between these two men, because both of these men have torn up the whole year. But if I had to choose between who had the better year, I think I would have to go with Kazuchika Okada. Like I said, not a bad match the entire year. And the one thing that is really pulling him through and making him rest of the year is that he was the IWGP champion the entire year. Never lost the title, never lost the title defense. So there you go. that's kind of where everything can go off of that. He was the champion the entire year. So there we go. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this Wrestler of the Year-End Awards presented by Tyler Williams. I might do a bonus one in here. I'm not entirely sure. But make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And there will be a video going out tomorrow, hopefully. If not, make sure you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas. And I will see you all later. Peace out.